You guys, Spirit is blowing me away with this. This is your collective reading for the month. Okay. I didn't know what I was gonna make. I didn't even know if I was gonna make a special spread. I started with the star and then it elongated with the extra what deck is that? Oracle of the Seven Energies. So it just became a bigger star. And then I felt drawn to use one of my like higher purpose type decks. So I grabbed the Crystal Mandala Oracle and I filled in the gaps. And look what it is. It's a pine cone. So I Googled the spiritual meaning of pine cones, and it's enlightenment and the pineal gland. And the pineal gland is the seat of the third eye and intuition and connection to your higher self. Like, how amazing is that that's what Spirit created and that's what it represents. I swear to God, Spirit never ceases to amaze me. Now, what exactly it means, why you got that sign, I can't tell you for sure, other than you need to work on meditating and connecting with Spirit, integrating your higher selves. We'll see what messages come through with the reading. Give me 1 second. Somebody just jumped up there because he wants food. So I'm going to feed him, and then I'm going to do your reading. So I'm going to go in the order that I pulled the cards. I started with the Tarot of Light. So Spirit is saying, actually, sorry, like Spirit's talking to me at the same time in my head. I'm going to start off here at the Awakening. And I really love this card in this deck because of exactly what it says, and I like to read exactly what it says each time. Right now, you guys, meaning you and your twins, are going through this process of coming into a complete union and alignment within yourselves. The physical and spiritual merging into one. Until now, you have been holding back. You've been looking at something or someone with your physical eyes. However, your inner eye is awakening and you are now seeing from a renewed, loving perspective. Your physical eyes see conditionally. Your spiritual eye sees unconditionally. Bring all three eyes together for a fully balanced view. You have seen what is possible beyond the fear and limitations. It is time to put your whole self forward. So, as I'm reading that, it's clicking to me. The pineal gland represents the third eye, which is your inner eye that is awakening. And this entire reading, like the spread, is based around that. And look what I inadvertently put at the top of the star was this card. And at the top of the star, okay, the Star of the Tarot of Light, this is the card that was at the peak of it. And what's at the top of that? A star. Like, what? And the last collective reading I did was a cross just like this too. What is Spirit doing? Oh my God, I'm mind blown. I don't know what it all means, but I know it means something. So, strong emphasis right now on tuning in through your inner eye and seeing unconditionally and bringing all three eyes into a balanced view. Okay? So, right now, Divine Masculines are being encouraged by Spirit to make, and actually, I'm going to say both of you. I'm going to say both of you, not just the Divine Masculines. Both of you are being encouraged to make authentic, heart-centered choices. You know, for the Divine Masculines, there may be procrastination going on, not being able to make choices and decisions that they need to make. And that's because they're going through necessary internal growth processes, both emotionally and spiritually. But Divine Feminines, you also have important choices to make for your own soul paths, for your life purposes, and for you to come into that inner union as well, for you to come into that balanced balanced view and balanced state between the physical and the spiritual as well. Because as much as we want to believe that we're ready, usually we're not. That's what I have learned, is that there's always something that we could still be working on, that we're too 3D focused, or there's wounds that still need to be healed, or there's past life stuff that still needs to be healed. Like spirit, some of the stuff that's hidden from us, spirit will reveal when it's time to reveal it. But there's other things that we just don't want to face, and we want to believe that we're ready when we're not. And we have to face our shadow sides, our shadow parts. We have to be willing to see why it is that we have certain lower energy or fear-based energy patterns. Similar to like what I was talking about recently in my videos with like the OCD behaviors that get triggered by the journey, and the OCD behaviors happen because of the need to try to control. And so the need to try to control is is a wound that you need to heal, and it's something that is blocking you from completely surrendering. So all the little dots connect, and we have to start connecting them so that we can properly understand what it is that we need to work on and heal within ourselves that is holding us back from fully being ready as well. And the divine masculines, they can know what they want, but still be hitting an invisible barrier blocking them from forward movement because they still have healing and growth to go through. And they might not even realize that. Just like my twin said to me, that he doesn't even understand why sometimes he still holds back with me. And it's because of that. It's because of, even though he knows what he wants, there is still healing and growth process happening for him. And so he's not 100% ready yet. One of the most important messages that Spirit gave me a month or two ago was, when he's ready, nothing can stop him. And that kept repeating in my mind, and it made me realize that I know how he feels, and I know what he wants, and I know where we're going, but he's not ready yet. And that's not his fault. It's not that he is holding himself back. He just still has healing and growth to work through, and Spirit is bringing him through that process. And when he's completely ready, nothing can stop him. The green light will turn on, the doors will open, and he will be able to move forward in the ways that he's meant to, but not before he's ready. And so it really applies to both of us. We just don't want to see it within ourselves because we want to think that we're ready because we want union. But the reality is that just like our divine masculines are not fully ready, we as divine feminines are not fully ready either. I used to think that divine feminines were ready before the masculines, and they just had to hold space for them. But I'm realizing more and more that we think that we are, because we've healed so much that what remains to be healed is at an unconscious level that we don't easily see it. But the truth is that we aren't ready yet. We do still have stuff that we're healing, and we're just not always aware of it. And you know what? Sometimes it can be stuff that it might be connected to us, but it might also be connected to other broader scale things that are going on, because we've learned from the spiritual warfare that there can be massive world level events that occur that our souls are involved in with healing and protecting Earth and humanity for ascension. So sometimes what's holding us back isn't even about our personal healing journey, but it's about our soul's journey of, as a light worker and as a star seed, helping humanity. And sometimes there's things that we have to wait on for that we cannot be aware of, that only Spirit knows that. But the point is that they're just, before union, it's not just the divine masculine who has stuff to work on. It's the divine feminine too, and we have to consciously work on opening our eyes to all of that and balancing and healing ourselves. So, like I just explained a lot of, there is growth happening internally, emotionally, and spiritually for both twins. And where there's procrastination, Spirit is encouraging no longer procrastinating. And Spirit is encouraging making heart-centered, authentic choices from a soul level and no longer holding back based on the 3D or the ego center, okay? Hold on again. He wants to go outside now. And he sits patiently by the door waiting for me to get up. He assumes that I notice, and I usually do, and if he waits a certain amount of time and I still haven't gotten up, then he'll cry. He's an interesting one. Okay. Queen of Stars. This likely applies to both masculines and feminines depending on the pair, and I definitely feel it pertaining to masculines as well because it's a card that came out for me today when I asked for an update about my masculine. And this is another card that there are specific sentences in the description for this particular deck that is just like perfect. It says, "You have compromised yourself because you didn't know you could be loved for being you. This practiced belief now makes you doubt your abilities and potential. However, somewhere deep inside, the need to be the true you is gaining momentum and is about to bring an inspiring, supportive person or idea into your life." So the key here is that one or both of you have been holding back in your lives, limiting yourselves because of these limiting beliefs that you can't be loved for the true you. And now, through this process of coming into complete inner union and alignment within yourself as the physical and spiritual merge into one, going back to that first card, through that process, you guys are illuminating from within, and you are you're discovering your soul truths and your soul self, and you're realizing that you do deserve to be loved for being you, and you are embodying your true self, and as that happens, you guys start to pick up speed in your individual soul paths, aligning you with that inner union. And once you align with that inner union, then you will become aligned for outer union, for 3D union. So this is what you guys are going through. You're going through this healing process in order to illuminate from within and fully embody your true selves and align with inner union. You should expect to have great success in all of these areas and in this path, because that's what is meant for twin flames, and that's what is needed for twin flames for ascension in this lifetime, and it is meant for you, and union is guaranteed for twins. And you should expect to reunite with your twin flame and come into that 3D union. You guys just have to be patient as you get through this process. Okay? But this is what's going on. Trust and believe in that. Have blind faith and trust and believe in that. I am off center. You know what? As I'm doing this, I'm deciding, even though this is the VIP collective reading, I'm feeling called to post this publicly as well, between the spread and the messages. And I know I was channeling while I was talking, so just so you guys know, I'm going to be posting this publicly I'll just put it as an example. Okay. Now, I pulled from the Oracle of the Seven Energies to see what energies are going on right now. First, we have Smoke and Mirrors, which is a third eye chakra card. And this is Spirit saying that right now, twins are being guided to... You're being guided through the process of seeing through 3D conditioning, seeing through the illusions, the smoke and mirrors that 3D conditioning and society and religion and everything have created that have caused us to lose the connection with our higher selves and get stuck in the ego center instead of being connected to our intuitive center. Spirit is helping us and guiding us to be able to recognize the truth, our truths at a soul level, and heal and release those illusions and those misguided perceptions. So that is not an easy process to go through. This is why everything takes time. I just shared in my story the other day a thing about that was saying how growth takes time and to be patient, and it showed the process of a seed planting and growing and finally producing. Like they took the seed out of a pepper, planted it, and it was like a time-lapse video showing it grow into the plant and growing another pepper, and it took, I don't know, 180 something days, or I could be totally off on that, but it was a lot. And the point is that we want our twins to be ready for union overnight, but this is not an overnight process. And I've said so many times, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. And then we know that the twin flame journey takes years. I know that some of you know that very well, but you have to learn to be patient, to trust in the process, and not to hold expectations or pressure over our twin, because they have to go through their growth process how they need to. And part of the growth process for both of you is this. It's releasing the 3D illusions and the misguided perceptions that society and religion and everything in the 3D have created that have caused us to be disconnected from our higher selves and from God and Source. And the time machine goes along with that through the root chakra perspective. It is about, again, releasing the 3D conditioning and inherited patterns. But this time, through the root chakra perspective, we're talking about through families and culture and our personal lives, like not just what we're taught from like a society level and education and religion, but also from our day-to-day lives growing up, what our families teach us and ingrain in us. You know, the perfect example of that is those who have strong beliefs about, you both parents need to be in the home, and that can be something that people will sacrifice themselves staying in relationships that are karmic, that are not happy or not loving, that are even toxic, because of that rigid belief that is ingrained in them growing up. And that's just one example of the conditioning and the inherited patterns that have to be released over the course of this journey for us to, as we connect with our higher selves, see that there is a bigger picture and a bigger soul path that we are meant to follow, and then step into that path and no longer allow the 3D to dictate our lives. This is also about integrating the lessons that we've already learned along the way, integrating the karmic lessons so that we can release those cycles, and not allowing the past to trap us anymore. So this is all a process that everybody's going through, and it takes time. And what else is happening during this process? With the storyteller card, this is a solar plexus card. This is about, as we go through this process of releasing all of the conditioning through the third eye perspective and through the root chakra perspective from everything, from the ego center and whatnot, and society and whatnot, we are redefining ourselves, because, as I said, we're embodying our true soul truths and soul identities, and we are redefining ourselves in the 3D. We are no longer the people that we were as kids or even young adults. We are new and improved versions of ourselves. We're going through this spiritual rebirth process, and we are literally becoming like brand new people. So we are redefining who we are, and then in turn we are teaching the people around us who we are now and how we want to be treated. Now, some of them aren't going to be able to stick around because they won't connect with the new version of ourselves, and that's because they're not awakening and ascending like we are, and they are still strongly in the 3D and in the ego center, and they're just not meant to come along for the ride with us. Other people will come into our lives to replace them, essentially, who are our soul tribe and who are meant to move forward on us. Those of us, or those people in your life who are meant to move forward with you, will be able to embrace the new you and go with the flow with it. So trust that, and trust that if someone is removed from your life, it's happening for a reason. And then once again, as we know, Spirit likes to be very encouraging. This journey is going to bear fruit. You are going to, you are going to birth the results of all this hard work and perseverance going through this journey. I laughed because it made me think of that video of the plant again, the plant growing, because you are going to blossom, and you're going to blossom as an individual, and you're going to blossom in union. Sorry, I feel like I sound weird because I keep changing my word last second. You're going to blossom by coming into union. You're going to birth this brand new chapter, birth this brand new life. You're going to birth this brand new version of yourself, and come into union with your twin. So we have like this is union, and this is birthing this new life and this new beginning. So it is all going to come together. It is all going to come full circle. You just have to be patient with the process, because it is a process for a reason. Okay? So now lastly, I was strongly called this time to pull from the Crystal Mandala Oracle. And this is one of the decks that has like greater, this is not just like a simple oracle deck for some guidance. Like, this is grander messages. And considering now that I see how Spirit is using this reading to really like speak to the collective, I'm really interested to see what these messages are going to be now. So first we have Ascended Master Merlin and Mystic Merlinite. If you, considering that I was specifically drawn to this deck, if you are drawn to any of these Ascended Masters, or there's going to be angels in here too, I'm sure. Angels or crystals, because that's what these are. This is a crystal deck connecting with Ascended Masters and angels. Make sure you jot it down and look them up and see why you're drawn to them. So first we have Read the Energy. We affirm that you have the ability to read energy accurately, and we encourage you to apply your gifts. You don't have to be in control of the inflow of divine information. When a message or insight comes to you naturally, this is best. Simply being open and receptive as you intend to read the energy of the person, place, or situation at hand is enough. Whether you have been reading energetically for years or are just beginning your journey in interpreting energetic information, we are here to assist you in becoming confident and trusting in your perceptive abilities. I was literally just saying to a client earlier today that I really think that for all of my clients, Spirit is always saying you need to work on your spiritual gifts and growing and connecting with your spiritual gifts and learning how to use them and stepping into your healer abilities as well. We have two life purposes. Our creative life purpose that is more likely to bring us, be a career and bring us income. And we have a spiritual life purpose that may or may not bring us income, but it is an important life purpose as well, because it's why we are here to help and serve humanity through this ascension process. And using our spiritual gifts is a huge part of that. So I can guarantee that all twins, all divine feminines, primarily divine feminines, because the divine masculines usually sit in their lower chakras and the divine feminines sit in their higher chakras. So especially divine feminines, who are more likely to be watching this anyway, it is important for you to connect with your gifts and learn how to use them and apply them as guided. Then we have Archon Barbello and Picture Jasper. I did not know. What is this? Hold on one second, because I have in a different deck, Archon Barbello is one of the cards, and I did not know it was the name of someone or something. But I don't see a description here about what it is. Huh. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Interesting. It might be a type of angel. Anyway, our support excuse me, our support is available to you on all levels. We offer spiritual support of inspired ideas, unconditional love, and divine energy. We offer psychological support as we assist you in upgrading your belief systems to ones that enhance your ability to fulfill your divine destiny. We offer emotional support through spiritual friendship, unconditional acceptance, and unlimited compassion. We offer physical support by providing for your material needs for nourishment, shelter, security, and safety. We are able to support you with peace and with prosperity in subtle and very practical ways. Notice how much easier it is to live your life with the courage when you know that no matter what, you shall be provided for, and what you need is only ever a prayer away. Lean on Spirit for support. Okay, we are going to go to Karmic Grace, Ascended Master Serapis Bey, and clear calcite. If I say any of the names wrong, I'm sorry if you guys know that. Like, I wouldn't know. There are many ways to learn and grow. Some ways are joyful and some more challenging. Sometimes a challenge can best be resolved through profound struggle that forces you to transform in such a way that you can never go back to what has been. The struggle might have been deeply painful for the mind, body, and emotions, and yet what is gained from that experience is a multiplicity of blessings: personal power, freedom, insight, self-respect, and wisdom. These qualities then help you live a better life where that past pain need not be repeated. Blessings can at other times be gained through joyful experience. Sometimes the struggle is what will bring you the greatest spiritual progress. Sometimes a more joyful path will be how you grow best. The universe loves you with such passion that you shall never be denied what you most need and what shall help you fulfill your divine destiny. So trust in the process. I was just thinking as I was reading that it just so happened that I ended up doing my Patreon collective reading on the 2-2 portal. This is for January, but I was dealing with some stuff for my daughter at the beginning of the week, and I didn't get to do it the last couple days of January, and I feel like that's why Spirit is bringing these special messages through and wants the collective overall to hear as well. I think this is a 2-2 portal reading, even though I thought I was pulling a VIP collective membership reading, but that's okay. We just go with the flow with Spirit. Okay. Now we have Archangel Metatron and Clear Quartz power. Spiritual power enables you to trust in your higher guidance no matter what appears to be happening in your life. Psychological and emotional power enables you to transform through evolving your belief systems and processing your emotions, through which you gain wisdom. Physical power gives you the strength to take action on the matters that serve your life path. This gift of power is safe for you to receive because you will use it to fulfill your divine destiny, which in turn supports all beings. Do you see how all the messages continue to align about you stepping into your power, using your gifts in all ways, working through the process of integrating your lessons and clearing your karma. So what's next? Angel Uziel and Smoky Quartz, Heavenly Mercy. If I can find the page. There we go. As you grow spiritually, your energy field becomes more substantial. Your thoughts and actions carry more karmic weight in the world. As your power increases, your ability to do good increases too. Your positive words can have a potent effect on others. So too can the very human moments where you may be having an off day and unintentionally respond to another in a way that is not unconditionally loving. We do not want you to be afraid of becoming powerful. We know that most often you are going to make a positive contribution with your power. We also know that sometimes you will wish you could undo a choice you have made and its effect. To help you, we offer our karmic protection, where the destructive impact of your actions is softened and the positive effect of your actions is enhanced. As you grow in power and impact, our gift of heavenly mercy will surround you, aligning your actions with divine will and blessing you and all affected by you with divine compassion. That's actually a really beautiful message because, we're all only human. Even those of us who are healers, who are helping others, who are working with people all the time, we're still all only human, and like it says, we have off days. So this journey is about learning unconditional love through your twin flame, but you are meant to extend that to others as well. But that's not always so easy because they're not our twin flame. We don't have that that love for them in the same way. So this is such a beautiful message in how it talks about working through bad days like that, where we struggle to have unconditional love for others as well. And then we have Archangel Melchizedek and Selenite for divine perfection. As you receive our gift, you will feel a wave of great peace move through your heart and mind. You will know you are exactly as you were divinely designed to be, that your life is proceeding in perfect timing, and that all is well. If there has been a matter causing you concern, Allow us to bless that situation with the peaceful grace of the divine now. You shall receive the perfect resolution of that matter in accordance with unconditional love. There is no need to judge yourself for any decision or choice you have ever made. Forgive yourself and others now. There are so many blessings for you to receive, and no need for you to hold on to anything out of fear, shame, guilt, or regret. Free yourself as you surrender into realization of divine perfection. And part of that divine perfection is understanding that everything is happening exactly how it is meant to, both the good and the bad, and it serves a purpose in your lives, even though that can be hard to understand at times when you're going through struggles. But that's the truth. I have witnessed it. So that is an important realization. Okay, so now let me see. There's 2 cards left. What order do I want to do them in? Okay, we're gonna do first Goddess Jingwang-mu, I'm guessing, and Stromatolite Rare Success. Is it just me, or does this image remind anybody else of Atlantis? You are bringing something utterly unique, special, and precious to the world. Whilst there are creations that are worthwhile and valuable which can manifest swiftly, there are others that are labors of love requiring diligence, strength, and long-term commitment to bring them to life in the world. These exquisite creations are the divine manifestations of rare success, that which shall stand the test of time and offer a legacy of comfort, encouragement, and divine grace for generations to come. What that is, that we are laboring into the world, the long-term commitment to bring life into the world, that is the twin flame journey, that is coming into union. And ultimately, it will also be the twin flame children who are meant to help the world as well. And then lastly, Goddess Lakshmi and Dendritic Agate, her golden grace. Divine Mother Lakshmi, who brings blessings of enlightenment and prosperity, enlightenment, which the pine cone and pineal gland represents, beauty and good fortune smiles upon you now. Open your mind to the reality of divine generosity without limits. Open your heart to feel worthy of her love. When you allow her to grant you bounty, to bless you with her golden grace, she is empowered to shine her divine beauty in the world, to heal, uplift, inspire, and enchant the souls in need. So this is a blessing. This is a blessing of enlightenment, prosperity, beauty, and good fortune that is shining down on you now. And that, ultimately represents your union. So I have to say, I think these are really beautiful messages that Spirit brought through here, and it was clearly for a reason and a purpose. So I hope that whoever is guided to watch this, since I am going to make it public as well, I hope that you get everything you are meant to get out of it. There were certainly channel messages there. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.